Hi loves, welcome back to another video, and if you're new here, it's so great to have you. Okay, so today's video is going to be on this set right here, and I'm not going to do too much talking for the intro, so let's go ahead and just get started. Okay loves, so we're just gonna start out by doing my DIY nail hack. So this is going to be a nail tip hack. So what I have here is just a clear straw, and I'm just using some base coat to build it up a few layers, and then I'm going to use that as my tip. I have this video linked in my description box, and you guys can see it right up there in the corner, and that's kind of the more full and in-depth video on everything that I do to achieve these beautiful long nail tips. So go ahead and check that video out. And I literally tried to find some extra long nail tips kind of everywhere, and I just couldn't, so I moved on. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my monomer, and it's from Beauty Concepts, and I'm also gonna go ahead and grab my clear acrylic, and again, that's also from Beauty Concepts as well. And I just want to mention, guys, if you guys want to shop anything in this video, I do have a link for Beauty Concepts in my description box for 15% off. So, go ahead and use a girl's code and get some discounts, you know what I mean? Anyways, so I actually purchased all of these products myself, so I'm not sponsored. I just like them and they're really good. Actually, this is my first time using this clear acrylic, but I give it 5 million thumbs up. It's really nice to work with. It was really easy to lay, and it's definitely beginner friendly, and so is the monomer. So I didn't have any issues or trouble with it. The monomer was a little bit strong for me, but it was no different than my Young Nails monomer in the sense of smell. So I mean, it's monomer, it's gonna smell, unless you get unscented monomer, but who wants to do that? We want it to be purple and look fun. So anyways, I went ahead and just added my third bead at the top right there, and I'm doing this super duper thin, guys, so there's no structure here whatsoever. I'm just giving a little bit of strength to those tips and just adding a base layer for my nail art to go on top of. And also, I just want to mention that this clear acrylic right here is really clear, guys. So my tips are a little bit cloudy because I did use a base coat to build them up. So if you see any cloudiness, that's where that's coming from. But this acrylic is really super duper clear, and you can kind of see the more clarity right here. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab number 4, and it's so beautiful and vibrant. And I'm also going to grab number 17, and I just thought these colors just went so well together. I also saw some inspirational pictures on Instagram, and they were just trending, and they were just so beautiful, and I can't believe that these turned out the way that they did. I'm like literally shook. I'm impressed with myself, guys. I'm gonna just own this one because I love how these nails ended up turning out, and obviously you guys will see that at the end. So what I'm doing right here is I'm just grabbing my white, and this white is called Snowflake, and it's kind of like a milky white color. It's not like completely white. It's very soft and subtle, and you guys can kind of see it marbles so well with the colors. And I just wanted to make the colors kind of fade out a little bit, so that kind of helped with the fading and the transition between the two really bright neon colors. So that was why I did that. And here I'm just going in and marbling some of the pink up the side, and also the yellow. I'm just swirling it in right within one another. So the thumb finger, I don't know what about it, but I don't love this finger. It's not my favorite one, but this is the first time I ever did this technique, and I think it turned out pretty good despite the fact that it was my first time trying this technique. But I will say by the second or third nail, I did kind of get a pattern down. Even though this is kind of like abstract, I did get a pattern down that I liked a little bit more, and I started playing with things also a little bit more, and then I kind of liked my placement. So if you guys are going to try something like this, I do recommend that you go ahead and try to play around with the placement of the colors and then see what works for you. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Cover Pink. I absolutely adore this Cover Pink. It has kind of like a brownish undertone, which I really appreciate because, as you guys know, my skin is pretty nice and dark, and I don't like when a Cover Pink is too kind of like white undertoned, because then it makes me look ashy around my cuticles and just dried out. Unless that's kind of like the look or the vibe that I'm going for, then I really don't like that. But this pink was beautiful. It had like a clear kind of consistency to it, and it was just beautiful. I absolutely love it. It was like a milky clear pink is what I could describe it as best. Okay, so now I'm moving on to my index finger, and as you guys see, now I'm kind of playing around with the placement a little differently. I'm not going in the exact same motion that I did before, and I'm using some larger beads at this point just to get some more of that color down at the same time. And then after, I'm just going around the edges of the nail just to kind of fill it up, and then I'll go in with my pink, and then I just grabbed the white with the yellow, and I'm just grabbing the pink on its own and then swirling that up the opposite side of the nail. And I absolutely like this so much better this way that I did this than I did the thumb. I absolutely love how this one turned out. And then at the bottom here, I just made sure to grab some of the white so the pink and the white is transitioning out closer to my cuticle. And I love how this nail turned out. It's one of my favorite ones, this, and it would have to be the pinky, so you guys will kind of see how I did that one as well. But yeah, definitely this turned out really nice. And then I'm going in with my ring finger, and the reason why I kind of skipped over my middle finger here is because I was thinking to do something completely different on this finger, and then I couldn't commit. I don't know why I didn't want to commit to it, but I was like, you know what, I want this to be something unique. I want this to be something that I do, and I just wanted to have my own personal touch on it. So I decided to just do it the same as the other nails and just do these swirling motions, the marbling motion with the acrylic, and that was my preference. Okay, so now I'm just kind of interchanging with the colors. I'm going with the pink and the yellow, and then I'm also adding a bit of white where I see fit, and then sometimes I'm grabbing the colors individually, and then other times I'm grabbing the color kind of more with each other. So for the pinky nail, I went and decided to get this bead super duper wet. And you guys are going to see why I'm absolutely loving this technique a little bit more better than the drier beads, because look at how well the colors kind of blended and flowed together. It looks like a very soft transition, and even on the outside it looks really nice and smoky, and I love the effect that the watery acrylic kind of turned out. And I wish that I did that on some more of the other nails, but you live and you learn. So I'm actually quite glad that I ended up learning that a little bit later on, because I would have been sad if I didn't. And you can see here, I'm just mimicking it on my middle finger. So I'm getting a really super wet bead, and then I'm going ahead and just spreading it out, and it just blended so beautifully. So I was really happy with that. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and go on my cuticle area with the Cover Pink. I'm gonna go all over this and cap it with my Claire, but for now I'm just gonna go ahead and use the pink and bring it up. So I wanted a little bit more cloudiness, a little bit closer to the middle of the finger. So you're gonna see me kind of go back a little bit and add maybe some more of the Cover Pink a little bit higher on the nail. And that's the reason why I did that, just because the Cover Pink kind of muted some of the lines a little bit, and still you could see it through it. So I kind of like that effect, and and it was really fun to do this look. I absolutely enjoyed it so much. You guys should definitely give this one a try, and I just love I can't say how much I love these acrylic. Like, I'm so impressed. I've tried other neons, like my oh my goodness, I can't even remember some of the other brands. You know what? I'm not even gonna say anything about the other brands in this, because I have a video coming up, and you guys are gonna see what I'm talking about in terms of other brands, and the reason why I'm absolutely loving this brand right now. The vibrancy and the ease of these neon colors just is so worth it for me. The only thing that I can even compare it to is probably like my MVP or my Not Polished, but again, like, the color is really good, the consistency is really good, and the pigmentation of it is really good. I didn't really have much marbling. The only thing that I did was, at first I had a little bit of marbling, and then I shook the container, and then it was perfect. It was, I think just what happened was there was a little bit of separation going on, because I did have them just sitting there for a while and I didn't really touch them. So again, if you guys do have that problem, just go ahead and give it a little shake, and then it should be fine. You guys saw it laid so beautifully, so I was really happy and impressed with these neon colors. I can't wait. I actually ordered the full mini neon collection, so I can't wait to get those in, and I'm so excited about them because I want all the colors, and I'm obsessed. Like, when I start off with a brand, I absolutely have to have like the entire collection in line. Sorry guys, I'm going ahead and capping this nail in clear. I'm just talking away like I have nothing else to do, so okay, so I'm just gonna cap each of these nails in clear. Nothing special about that, so we can chit chat for a little bit. But I definitely have to have every single color of a brand. Like, I can't just buy a brand and have one color or two colors unless I really don't like that brand. And honestly, even when I don't like the brand, I'll end up buying everything and then regret buying everything because I bought it the first time that I saw it, and then it turns out that it was horrible, and now I'm like, oh my god, I have everything, so I have to use it, right? But you know what? You live and you learn, and you make it work. Okay, loves. So I just want to remind you guys, if you're not subscribed, and hey, okay, for those of you who are not subscribed and you've been watching me for a while, we need to have a talk. We need to have a serious talk, because what? It's free. Come on, you know you want to. So just go ahead and commit and hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and turn your bell notifications on, because you know you want to be notified every time I upload a video, because I'm not cool enough to actually have a schedule. I'm working on that though, so don't worry. And then once you're done all of that, go ahead and hit the like button, because you know this video was amazing. I'm joking. If you liked watching, go ahead and hit the like button, and if you didn't, then don't hit anything. Don't press dislike, because that's not nice. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. I'm just joking, guys. It's your own opinion. So go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this video. I want to say thank you so much for watching. I love you so very much. Bye now.